Hello guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. This time we'll be starting a new reaction. So this was requested on Patreon and okay, so truth time. I said on other videos, I have read the novel Scumbag System. I have read it and I have loved it. It was the first danmei that I ever read. It was actually what kind of introduced me to danmei, so I really love the novel. I never watched the donghua though. I don't know why. I just recently discovered that it existed, and it's just that I recently joined the fandom, so I didn't know before that. So I know that the manhwa was cancelled and that we have like crappy luck with all of that, but I fucking love the story. And yeah, so I know what's going to happen. I know the characters, so if you stick with this reaction series with me, I guess that you'll be able to see how a fan of the novel reacts to watching the donghua for the first time. So I really loved the novel. It was amazing. Actually, to see how dedicated I am, I bought the book. I also bought the second one, but it still doesn't arrive to this day, so yeah, bad luck. But yeah, I've been like super obsessed and I've been making all sort of post-its and annotations and drawings, and yeah, so this is my second reread of this novel. I am really loving it. Actually, I bought all of MXDX novels and Arha, the Husky and his White Cat Shizun. That is my favorite novel of all times. But yeah, I haven't read Model Sushi and I haven't read Heaven's Official Blessing. I was watching the donghua, but then I had some issues and I never finished. So yeah, I've been thinking that since I've got these novels, maybe I should do a reaction read-through series of these novels. I also watched the first donghua season of Model Sushi, so I am pretty familiar with the story. I never got to see the C-drama. I thought that I did. That is something so embarrassing because when I was reacting to the first episodes of World of Honor, I said that I watched Model Sushi's drama, I think, in some part, but then I realized that that was wrong because I haven't watched the C-drama. I haven't watched the live adaptation, The Untamed. I watched the donghua. So yeah, I got mixed up there. But so I watched the first season of the donghua, and yeah, so I never finished Model Sushi and I haven't finished Heaven's Official Blessing. I kinda know what those are about. I think the only one that I have actually finished is Scumbag System. It is freaking amazing. I love the whole Shizun and Disciple stuff. Like, that is one of my favorite tropes. Like, oh god, the tension, the growing up, the obliviousness. I just love it. I just love it. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing a whole reaction to a lot of danmeis. Yeah, being novels or maybe even fan fiction, manhwas, donhuas. Yeah, so we'll be here for quite a while. But anyway, so back to the point. I really love this story. Shen Yuan is one of my favorite characters of all times. He is such a disaster. He is such a millennial disaster. And okay, so I guess that some of the people that are going to be watching these reactions, I'm not completely sure about that, but I'm guessing that some of you have only watched Donghua and haven't read the actual novel. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but I'm just thinking ahead. And I will try to keep the spoilers down because, like, I know the whole story. So I'll try to just speak as we go on in this story and not get ahead of myself. But anyway, so I freaking love this story. I am just so curious to see because I think it's 3D animation, kind of like what we are watching in Thousand Autumns. That, oh god, I'm loving that donghua. I really want to read a novel at some point. So anyway, I think that was one issue. I don't know. I think this was like a really, really low budget, and that there were like some issues with the character designs, the first character designs. I've seen this picture of how the design for Shizun and for Binghe just changed dramatically. So I am really curious to see how, in general, the designs are going to be. I am really like familiar with the fanon designs, for all of the characters. So I want to see if those are like sort of consistent with these ones or like totally different worlds apart. I don't know, but I am so excited. In case that you can't notice, I am so excited to be starting this. Oh god. Also, I think that the next season 2, is supposed to come out some point during this year or next year. I am not completely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure we'll be all caught up by that point and we'll be able to react to the second season as it comes out. But oh god, I'm just doing time because I am nervous to see this. What if I don't like it? Okay, so I pretty much like everything I say. I am pretty open-minded about adaptations and all of those stuff. It has to be real bad for something to not stick with me. So I'm probably going to love it. Also, I think that I heard somewhere that apparently the person who voices Yan Gushi is the same person that voices Shen Yuan in this. I am not sure. I think I've heard that somewhere, but I am not sure. And yeah, I want to see how that is going to go because those are like totally different characters. Like, how do you even do that? Oh god, it's just that. Okay, so I am guessing that this episode is going to be about how Shen Yuan transmigrated, and I don't know how far we're going to go. We only have like 20 minutes, so maybe we'll stop right before we met Luo Binghe, but I don't know. I am so excited. I am so excited. So, like, I love all of the characters in this. Like, I'm staying with first season, so yeah, I love Shen Yuan. And I don't think this counts as a spoiler or anything. I better not say it. I don't know! Okay, anyway, so I think that actually one of my comfort characters, besides Chuaning, because Chuaning is my god, but like, besides that, one of my favorite comfort characters is the original Shen Xingqiao. I love him, okay? I love that man. I think I've read like, I don't know, like 1,000 fanfics about him. I just love him. So I am not going to get like into that right now because spoilers and all of those things. I don't know if it is considered a spoiler, but anyway, so I am not going to talk about that. Yeah, like I said, I freaking love Shen Yuan. Shen Yuan is great. And the system, and oh my god, I just want to see everything. And obviously, my precious Binghe. White Lotus, precious Binghe, who did nothing wrong in all his life. My precious little woof woof. I love all of the characters in this. It's just that it was my first novel. It will always have a special place in my heart. So I think that I rambled enough. And yeah. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to watch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. I think that that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction. Finally, I am so nervous. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Like ripping a band-aid. Okay. I'm so nervous. I am so nervous. Okay. I am so nervous. Ugh. Okay. Oh my god. I am fangirling so fucking much. Oh my god, this is great. So beautiful. Oh my baby. Oh my baby. I love that bitch. Oh my god, so we're starting off with that. Okay. The Western woman! Oh my god, this is so fast! No! It's beautiful! It's so pure! Oh my god, this is totally Shen Yuan. Oh my god, I love this. This is amazing. 那拜一拜，结果就遇到了大反派神，号称修雅界的苍穹派清净峰峰主沈清秋。沈清秋？什么？我很喜欢的女弟子崔就被这个相貌出众天资人跟过去。Oh my god, he's beautiful. He's such a bitch. I love him. 我要狠狠地虐待你。那如果你是大反派 ，Damn! 就算你再怎样，你的好学生， This is so fast. 因为刻意陷害的套路只会让主角因祸得福，派师傅打一打。Oh god! The movie is freaking awesome. I love the original as well. Binghe. I love him. Pretty much. Oh my poor baby. Sure. Oh my god, this is Shen Yuan. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. You're such a fanboy, Shen Yuan. That's exactly how I picture the system's like voice. No, he's not. Because that's what happens when you transmigrate, baby. He's so beautiful, okay. Shen Yuan is so beautiful. 头还晕吗？多路面上的一个人，可惜最后被沈清秋那个人渣给害死了。哇！等等，为什么这个同情别人，笑成最惨的是我呀 ？Oh my god, he's panicking. Oh my god, another glimpse of the original ones. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm going to return it tenfold. Hell, it looks almost normal. Yeah. Camaraderie.
你肯定不会就这么便宜他的，所以特意向你禀告。
他现在怎么样？
This is the way I picture Ming Fan.
那小杂种讨不到好处。
Well, he's really like normal looking.
我就知道您还有高招。
少年，你做的一手好死。
Well, you have time to teach him. This is beautiful.
到底是主角，连名牌都这么耀眼。要死了！
Baby.
都打成这样了。
Oh, my poor baby. Oh, Binghe.
妥妥的死定了。
师尊，
别跪了啊！别这样说被你白眼。
You look so beautiful.
你可知错？
Look at that face. He's beautiful.
该当面顶撞师
He's the protagonist, all right.
知道错了就好。看你态度端正，那就把这个。
OOC 警告，医疗行为违规，扣除逼格。
No. What?
突然口渴了。
That happened on the novel.
看到了没有？
He's
师尊的兵都是
hilarious.
的。
Oh my baby,
行了，
my
不
poor
多说
baby.
了
He looks
我
so
也罚
sad.
你回去好好反省，别的就不追究了。
多谢师尊。
系统将立即施以注销。
你比
Damn.
变人更强。
对方可以解除 OOC，改变结局。
师尊有何吩咐？
此话
What?
当真？
Oh my god.
前程师尊。
也就是说，逼格值到一定数值就可以启动初级任务，然后解锁 OOC， 然后改变结局，对不对？
I love that they just like the system is just following
我
him.
就是想
Love
确认一
that.
下要怎么加逼格。
1
He just wants to flee. Love it. Oh my god, we got to see Ning Jingjing.
宁英英、沈清秋唯一
Oh,
的
my
努力
baby girl.
减轻为主码。
这还用你介绍啊？
You're as beautiful as the day you left me.
阿洛，你说是哪位师兄在此修炼剑芒呢？
清净峰上有如此
Leo is so
师
pretty.
尊了。
He looks so small.
哦，少年你还蛮识货的。
Working so hard.
你陪我玩嘛？
不行，师兄交代，今
I
天
got.
茶会看完之后还要去挑水。
When I first met
要是能快速
Yingjing,
看完，
I did not like her character. But then she grew on
这
me.
时候的洛宾河还真是。
他哪能护得住你？哎，师妹你别管他。
Oh, my boy, this is the wrong way. This is the wrong way. You're just
特意给我带的和田玉，
玉佩不好，这段剧情是
yep,
怎么样？
the jade.
喜欢的话，
太真
师兄就送给你。
什么呀？这个颜色难看死了！
Okay, so that was really rude.
哦吼，师弟也配这玩意儿呢？
他当然有啦。
No.
快叫他们住手，要不然我就再也不理你了。
师妹，你别生气呀，哎，我叫他们住手就是了。
Oh, Jingjing is so pretty. There you go, baby.
妹妹啊，你到底是要救他
Yeah.
他呀？
You would think that she'd hate Luavina for how she's acting. Oh, my poor boy.
OOC 警告，OOC 警告，OOC 警告。
Shen Yuan has his priorities straight. Not that he has anything else straight, but
今生不坏的吗？啊，不行不行，绝对不能管啊！我要怎么逼格改变结局
but
的？
look at him, poor boy.
刚才动的是哪只手？看我今天不废了你！嘿，
No! How did you stop there? How did you stop there? I hated that. How did you stop there? I hate it. At least, well, I guess that next time we'll get to see Shizen saving him with the leaves, but Oh god, such an amazing first episode. So in these reactions, I actually not going to be talking about much of the plot because I can't theorize what's happening and all of that stuff. I'm going to talk more about the characters, I guess, and how this is being adapted because, well, I know the story, so I know what's going to happen. I know that they can't adapt everything, and even now there are differences in this episode. Like Shen Yuan is such a mess. But I swear to God, he is such a drama queen in this adaptation. It's crazy. They made Shen Yuan be more dramatic than he already is. Like, what the hell? How do you do that? The way he just fainted, collapsed 2 times. Like, knock out. I really like how they are portraying the character. I think it's very Shen Yuan. Very close to what we know. I really like Shen Yuan's clothes because, yeah, they are really great. They look like a sect leader's robes. So, yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about his character design. I mean, like, Shizun is really pretty. Like, he is really pretty. Like, what you expected. And like I said, one of my favorite characters, if not my total favorite character, is the originals, Shen Qingxiu original and Luo Binghe original. I love both of them to pieces. I really think I have read more fanfics about them than of the other ones, and I really like this design, this 2D design. It would have been awesome for us to see it like that way, but it's also nice to see it because this way, with the original plotline being 2D and what's happening in Scumbag self-saving system being on 3D, it is more like a difference, I guess. But like, oh my god, my Leo, look at him, he's so pretty. I love it because he's supposed to be the prettiest and the most beautiful thing ever. And oh my god, the washerwoman, like, oh my god, there was so much going on in this intro, like Luo being in the river and the washerwoman adopting him, then the washerwoman dies. I hope that we get into more detail about her death later on because it was like really sad. I really got sad when I read that. Like, washerwoman, rest in peace. I hope that next life will be kinder to you because that washerwoman has all of my heart. And then look at her! Luo being accepted with all of the hope of the world in his face, and him thinking that he was going to enter a new chapter of his life, and that he was going to be finally happy, and all of that, and then Shen Yuan just being the scum villain we love him as, and a total badass, and then, oh my god, look at that face, that is my Shen Yuan right there. Yeah, like, I swear, original Shen Yuan is that bitch. Okay, he is that bitch. He has style. I just love the original Shen Yuan. I love him. I offer myself as a tribute to be on his harem. Like, I also love original Luo Binghe a lot. I think that it's I don't know, it's just that I always felt like, again, I don't know if this counts as a spoiler. I hope that it doesn't. But like, I really felt that Proud Immortal Demon's Way was always sad. Like, sad. And I love that in the fandom and in the fan fiction, it is really like we all see it like that, like being just sad. Like Luo Binghe having to collect all of these women and actually not getting the love and the emotional connection, the personal connection with them, because they are just a number. They are just like, sure, he has more intimacy, I guess, with Ning Jingjing and with Liu Mingzhang and with Xia Hualing, you know, the big ones that we know and care for. But I don't know, I always felt like for you, in order to be like that, like a harem of 3,000 or more beauties, you'd have to be searching for something and you just can't find it. And that's what makes it so sad. I just feel so bad for the original Luo Binghe. He deserves so much more than what Airplane gave him. Like, I don't think that he was content. He didn't have any close friends. He was not that close to his wives. It's just that the original timeline is a tragedy. Shakespeare could have wrote that. And it could have been like, oh my god. Like, Airplane is such a freaking genius for writing like that, even with his problems, but anyway. Yeah, so I also really love original Luo Binghe. And Shen Xingxiao, original Shen Xingxiao also. Like, oh god, don't even get me started about that character, because I'll be talking for hours, literal hours, non-stop, about the character, about the psychology again, I mean, behind the character. It's just fascinating. I love Shen Xingxiao. I just love him. And I think that it's very understandable what he did to Luo Binghe. It's not all right. It's not okay for you to act like that, but you kind of get like understanding where it all come from. It's just the never stopping cycle of hatred and abuse. It's just that they abuse, I mean, spoilers, so if you want to skip this part, but they abused so much Shen Xingxiao when he was growing up. He had to endure so much wars. And I get his point of view, like, he's viewing Luo Binghe, and Luo Binghe had a traumatic childhood as well, but he's watching them and he's like, okay, but he got someone that took care of him. He was not a slave. He is not like with those kinds of trauma. He did not have to cripple his cultivation. He is just like, he had it so much better than Shen Xingxiao. Shen Jiao suffered so much abuse, and that breaks a person. That just breaks a person. And then he came to this sect, not only with the abuse. I think that the abuse was awful, don't get me wrong, but Shen Jie is a really strong person. So I think that what really broke him was the fact that Shen Yuan never returned for him. I mean, he did, but he doesn't know that. And I think that, I mean, the story of Shen Yuan and Yue Qi is so devastating. They are like so much devastating than anything. Like, oh my god, the fact, the misunderstandings, the love and care that they still got for each other, the fact that the only way Luo Binghe could break Shen Xingxiao, really break him, not like physically torture him, no, really broke his spirit, his will to live, his everything, was with Yue Xingyuan. Because even with the betrayals and the misunderstandings and the not speaking to one another, that gets me really mad. But like, even with all of those things, they still cared so deeply for one another. Like, it's just that their story is so heartbreaking. And the fact that Shin Shio is being misunderstood, it's always being seen as this villain by everyone, even when he's not trying to do the bad thing, even when he's just being a regular human being. That does things to a person. And like, you watch this child and yeah, I get where he's coming from. The abused becomes the abuser. And then Shen Shio abuses Luo Binghe, like, not to the point of breaking, like, even that he was pretty tame with the bullying and all of those things, but it's still bullying and it still breaks a person. More when you take into consideration that Luo had just been through a lot as a kid, and he was hoping that this place would have been safe, but no, he came realizing that his master is this scumbag. And then Luo Binghe becomes the abuser, and yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle of vengeance, death, and abuse. That's just Proud Immortal Demon way, I guess. And that's just amazing. I just love it. I just had to say that. So yeah, we're stopping with the spoilers. But yeah, I love the original plotline. And oh my god, yeah, Mengma. He looks so freaking cool. Not at all how I was picturing him. But to be fair, I never actually pictured him as like this neatly. I always pictured him more like in some kind of dark mist or something like that. I never actually gave him a face or something like that. So I guess that it just looks so cool. And yeah, so oh god, it owes me things to watch all of this actually unfold. And like, oh my god, like I was saying, the whole thing with the medicine and him drinking it was so over the top. So well done, so well done. I love it. And oh my god, my poor baby, look at him. He is so bruised and so mistreated, and oh, he deserves everything in the world, okay? I'll go down protecting Luo Binghe. He's my baby. I just love him. I just love everyone in here. And then we got to Ning Jingjing. I also like Ning Jingjing's design, but yeah, like, you can see we're in a stallion novel because that skirt is short. That is so no. Okay, for this time period. But anyway, Mingfan is always also like normal looking. I always shipped Mingfang and Ning Jingjing. I always hope that they would end up together in canon someday. Because, I mean, like, Mingfan is decent, he's nice, he is intelligent. It's just that when he is around Luo Binghe, like everyone else, he just loses brain cells and becomes this bully. But beyond all of that, Luo Binghe team, Mingfan is quite fine, and he like really likes Ning Jingjing, and he's like such an idiot. That is not the way to court a lady, but they would make a great couple actually. Like, Ning Jingjing is such a badass. Anyway, I love this first episode. I feel funny watching it. Because it's like, oh my god, you know what's going to happen, and still you don't exactly know how they are going to adapt it. I'm just loving it, and the opening was so good. I just freaking love it. Yeah, so I don't know. I just love it. I just really enjoy this. So if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated, and if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I am going to leave you my Twitter account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it. So we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!